Hello, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving Eve
It's coming.
for our fellow Americans. Doesn't
True.
it feel weird to have like onus on being American to address other Americans? It feels weird. It feels like a weird nationalist thing, or like I should be president saying it, like my fellow Americans. You know what I mean? It feels
It
weird.
is weird. It is weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Whenever I'm
okay.
in other countries, I'm like, I always hope I go to a Canadian angle instead.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
or lean on the Kentucky thing because that does really well. If I said I'm American, like if I say Kentucky, I'm like, oh my god, Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is a very popular chain in East Asia, incredibly popular.
Wow.
A lot of Japanese people didn't know if you know this. They all go to KFC on Christmas.
I
So,
bet it's better there.
oh my god, absolutely, they have
Yeah.
milkshakes. They have
Wow.
milkshakes, and they have like
Amazing.
chicken pot pie, but it's as if it's like inside of its own little bread bowl thing.
Oh, cute.
So good.
Wow.
I'll never eat KFC here.
Oh no.
I don't think
No,
I've
no,
eaten
no.
KFC for years and years.
I couldn't even remember the last time. I was probably a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Or like
good.
I haven't had Lee's since I got sick,
No.
but luckily that brought me to Buffy because then I had the stomach flu or I got poison
Hmm.
from Lee's chicken
Mm-hmm.
and then watched Buffy DVs in my aunt's house for like 3 days.
What a great memory.
Yep. I've never eaten at Lee's again, but I have watched a lot more Buffy. So
Nice.
not
Nice.
that anyone needs it to hear that. I my pussy feels completely over.
Wow.
What a sentence to start the show. Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
James. And of course, Aria Crowd Hurry, aka a lot of other names.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Are you excited for that tour you're doing? Cool.
Man, I want to go so bad.
Read those too.
Like
I would go.
I want to go so bad. I just got paid some extra money. I could probably get tickets.
Maybe you should go.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, you should go.
Concerts so expensive.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you know what isn't expensive though?
What?
Great deals at our great sponsor, InStockTrades.com. In fact, all week, you got Black Friday deals. Should I pull them up real quick?
Let's pour them up. Why did I do that? I don't know.
Let me remember the schedule here. Let's see.
We got a whole schedule?
It's Tuesday. Yeah, there's deals. Okay, so right now we got DC up to 45% off.
Ooh.
Image up to 45% off. Dark Horse up to 40% off. Marvel up to 42% off. Kodansha 40% off. Vertical up to 40% off. Viz Media up to 35% off. Yen Press up to 30%. Get some manga. Get some great things. There's so many good sales right now.
Well, on that front page, I immediately saw the Poison Ivy hardcover volume 2.
Grab it.
50% off. It's like $12.50.
You should probably get it.
Pretty tempted.
Put that in your cart.
Yeah. Oh, man. Normally I'd be buying books from my friends, but I'm making things this year, which would give me more money for myself for books.
Hey.
Ayo.
Let's go.
Have either of you watching the Squid Game? The challenge is surprisingly good. I've thought about it. Hearing you say it's good makes me more likely to watch it. I know it dropped, and I was like, I don't know about this. But then I watched the trailer, and I was like, maybe. Because I see it was like a battleship episode, like like the game.
Oh, yeah. So this is basically like a reality game show.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but they don't die.
Well.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they did?
I kind of want to watch that. That sounds fun.
I think I might. I'm kind of tempted. I mean,
yeah.
I'm on vacay till Monday. I kind of want to. How about Scott Pilgrim? Oh man, Kristan, have you? Are you gonna watch it?
Well, of course, but I haven't yet.
Girl, it's so good. I watched all of it Saturday morning. Elliot even watched it with me. He's not as big of a Scott Pilgrim fan as I am. I was over the moon about it.
Love that.
It's different. That's all I'll say. It's not what you're expecting.
I'm in.
And all the original like acting cast is back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And a few like Easter eggs.
Who doesn't?
One of them I missed. I still don't know where that was. I'll have to rewatch it. But I know that. I'll just say Weird Al was in an episode. I have no idea where he was. But I know he was there, so I have to rewatch it and figure it out.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
So good. Oh my god, so good. But yeah, so while you're getting those deals at InStockTrades.com,
Yeah.
you can still get that great free shipping. Spend $50.
Yeah, too.
Still
I'm
going to
telling you.
arrive intact and safe.
Great deals all week. Some of them go even longer.
Mhm.
There's a whole schedule, and I'm very excited about it. That's where you should be, spending your money. You already got great deals there, and then extra
That's true.
percentages. Come on now.
It's dangerous, It's dangerous out here, but at least it's not breaking the bank. It'd be worse.
100%.
Netflix is releasing the season 3 different parts. Okay. Deal with and dig that. Like it better than the movie and the book. I might like it better. I don't know. I just love it. I love it. Let's go in a second.
That is exciting.
And then last night, Jessica and I saw Saltburn, which was a film that we both experienced together.
Oh, okay.
I think it was good, but I'm also like, I don't know.
Interesting.
It was an experience. It was a beautiful film. Probably will get some Oscar noms. It was weird.
Okay.
And things happened in it that I could not discuss on YouTube.
Gotcha.
It was nice to look at for many reasons. Yeah, it was. So anyways, today we are talking about Wayne Family Adventures. So far, the first 2 volumes are out. So that is this is on Webtoon. So we can read all of it on Webtoon for free, or buy these physical editions, which are great. And they go from episodes 1 to 51 of what's on Webtoon right now. So it's a nice quick read. Perfect. What? Oh, he's talking about because of her haircut? What's LFG mean? Am I not cool?
Let's effing go.
Oh, okay. Person. What does that LFG mean? Yeah. Great Kate Kane in here. How do we want to talk about this? Because I have a lot of thoughts.
That's a great question.
I guess we have a brief intro of what it is. I know we talked about it before. So Wayne Family Adventures, in case you haven't read it, again, this is on Webtoon. So it's like the format on Webtoon is it's all one long line that you scroll through as you're reading it. And it's free. Basically, the premise in here is these like shorter comics about the Batman family, and that includes is his name Duke? I always forget. I feel so bad.
Yes.
Duke.
I think so.
That does include Duke. It includes all of the Batgirls, the Robins. It include, Alfred. It also includes some like offshoots of those. Some people that they like hang out with. And it's just daily life stuff. Some of it's really funny. Some of it deals more with their emotional issues in a really profound way, surprisingly. And they're just kind of these bite-sized things. And sometimes each one will be it'll be continuation. Some of them will have like 3 or 4 parts, but they're still pretty short and bite-sized. The art is fantastic. It's by Starbite. And now I don't know their other works, but all of their work is just perfect for this. It's very it fits a cartoony kind of look, but at the same time, it's so detailed throughout. Because a lot of times webtoons and things, or even just more all ages graphic novels, right? Sometimes the art, it doesn't stay very consistent. And that's the same with any, big 2 comic. It just depends. But these are so alive. Everyone's expressions are so alive in there.
I love that too. Yeah.
It is free to read. So that's the premise. Each episode is a new actual story or whatever. I guess best way is just talk about our favorites, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will say, you and I talk about a lot. What the big 2 needs to do is let's go with the X-Men to the grocery store, right? Let's do some slice of life stuff, but with these characters we know and love. And that's literally what this is.
Absolutely. It's literally Wayne Family Adventures.
It's the best. I just love that it exists. It is free to read. That's how I read it. I read it all through Webtoon. and you just want to keep going and going. It's all
Yeah.
wholesome loveliness. All of the characters are great. And it's given me a newfound appreciation for characters that I've not really experienced before too,
Yeah.
which is nice. So that's been, fun for me. I think any episode, I love the one, they're split up and called episodes, right? So,
Yeah.
um, where Damien has a birthday. He's turning like
Yeah.
9, I think, 9. And he's so mad about it, and he doesn't want to party, and he doesn't want to be involved, but of course he does secretly.
Oh yeah.
It's just really cute. So it's just, again, let's have a birthday. Like, yes, you're allowed. You're in the big two, and you may be part of the Bat family, but you're allowed to have a birthday. Like,
Right, because you don't see these little moments, these characters a lot. There's some exceptions, obviously, like little pieces of comics, and some of my favorite big two comics do have those moments. Like I feel like the latest Nightwing run has had those. I think Detective Comics does that pretty well, but a lot of times you just don't have time for it, which I get. It's hard when you're selling floppy to floppy to make time for little moments like these. And so this is like the perfect answer. Like that Damien one's perfect because it was like, yeah, one of this party. Unfortunately, there wasn't a ton of people there, and he was kind of bummed out about it because Batman was running late. But he was running late because he went to the animal rescue to see all the dogs and see which one would be best to bring to Damien. And immediately he's like, "Oh, my mom never let me have a pet. She said it would have made me weak." And then he named it Murder King. Like, and that's the bit. That's the whole thing. It's great. Or one of my favorite, like, I guess one of the earliest ones you see, because basically it starts out with like Duke being introduced to the family, into the house and everything. And one of the first ones is they have this like big dinner. And basically Alfred makes everyone treats if they don't get injured while out on patrol, which already just like, it's these little pieces that like make the world so much brighter and more interesting. Because of course Alfred would create incentives so the kids wouldn't get injured or be foolish. They actually take care of themselves more so while they're out there. But while they're doing that, there's the last cookie, and they all fight over it. And it's this big, silly thing. And like the cookie lands on Batman's mug, and they all stop, like, oh, it's going to get mad or whatever. He's like, come on. And then they all fight with him too. And that's so great.
It is truly lovely. It also, like, I feel like so often Batman especially, right, is depicted as this broody guy who can't have feelings or things, right?
Yeah.
Can't be married, who can't do this or that. So to see him like truly being a dad to all these kids in a house together is like the best. Like, I would read more of this in a different like atmosphere. Yeah. They need to keep doing it.
Absolutely. So I guess we can just go back for my favorite bits, I think, because there's a lot. So I'll go more of an emotional one now. But I think my favorite out of all of these is there's an episode with Jason in it, and he's hanging out with Stephanie Brown. And this song, they're about to play golf or something, but the sound of like this metal hitting the floor like gives him a panic attack, and his PTSD activates. And suddenly he like goes white, and he's like, no, he's not here. He's reliving what happened to him when Joker killed him. And so he's trying to get away. And all of a sudden, like, the artist is great with this, because like it's as if he no longer sees himself, and he's just seeing like what it looked like, that area where he was when the Joker killed him. And he feels like he's suffocating, and he goes and hides in a corner. He's like, I've got to get away. He's not actually here. I've got to get to safety. And then
sorry.
It's okay. And then Bruce finds him, and he grounds him. He's like, what are you seeing right now? He's like, I see him right now. He's like, okay, I need you to touch the floor. I need you to ground yourself. What do you feel? He's like, oh, I feel carpet. There wasn't carpet there. And he helps ground him in the moment so he's able to come back. Like, they already have this kind of thing put together here, which is great, because this whole time you see a lot of like jokey Jason moments. And that's just his character. And they do a lot of this in here too. And even jokes about, there's like a joke earlier on where he's at a party and embarrasses Batman, because he's like, come on, would you tell me that if your son died and you wouldn't go after the man that killed, and he has to get thrown in the party? But that issue in particular resonated so much with me because I really like Jason. And I was like, oh, to see him be able to be weak and to see Batman be the one who's working with him through that. Because typically you don't, like you said, we don't see a lot of Batman being personable. Because we see an emotionally stunted, like the comics present to you a very emotionally stunted, emotionally unintelligent man. He's very intelligent, but emotionally, usually he does not connect. It was great to see him be like that with Jason. Oh, and that's a one episode thing. And yet I could talk about that so much more than I could talk about a lot of like big DC events. So I'm like, a lot of stuff happened.
Well, and you feel like you got more emotional beats from that than like a whole dang trade of another, comic series. And it was so well done. And that's another thing too, right? That the writer and the artist like do well is we do have like these short episodes of things, but I never get to the end. And if I do get to the end and feel like, oh, I need more, there's a few parts to it, right?
Yeah.
So they're really good about like, because that's so hard. We talk about it all the time. Sometimes with Ito even, where we're like, that didn't land. That was too short. Like it didn't work out at the end. But like these are all just great little fun moments.
I don't know how they do it. Every one of these lands just fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's proof that you could take 4 pages of something and really make it hit like that. And so then it makes me wonder, like, oh, why can't we add more of these types of things? But I know why. It's the nature of the business, unfortunately. But
well, if you step back and you're like, from a marketing perspective, how perfect was this of an idea? Not even just like the content and what we're given with us, but like putting it on Webtoon for free, reaching that audience, which is already enormous. Like what other, like who else is doing that? Marvel's not doing it because they're doing their own thing. Similarly, though, on Marvel Unlimited but it's not the same. It's not the same audience.
It's a really crappy platform.
Yeah, and you have to like buy into that. That's behind a paywall, right? Versus like everyone's just scrolling through Webtoon for free, right?
Yeah.
It's such a smart marketing move. And then you get invested and then you buy the trades because like I'm tempted to get the trades. I love these. Like and I don't do that, especially with DC. I never feel the need. I always read it digitally. No big deal. Like it's a smart marketing move.
Feel like I hope that someone talked to like was either like they're in the know or they talked to a relative who's in the know. Because if you look at like merchandise for the Bat Boys, as they're called, it's young women. It's young women who are really into the Bat Boys, and they're the ones that are making all the fan art. All of the merchandise on Etsy, it is that demographic. It is young women typically, or like young queer people, and those are the ones who are very into the Bat Boys. They're the ones writing all the fan fiction. So of course, this is how you get them, and this is how you get more of them. They're going to read this and be like, "Oh my god, I love these boys." All these little all of my babies. They're going to see these and be like, "These are my people," and they're definitely going to read more for all of them because they're all so personable and so cute. And they're like, "Hey, here's a cute episode. Here's somebody's sad episode," but it always ends up good, like it doesn't stay sad. Like they reach the resolution with each other each time, which is also great because you have that Stephanie Brown one. Not Stephanie Brown, sorry. Well, that one was good too, but Cassandra Cain, where she talks about how the way she's raised is she's always reading a person's body to see, how to attack or what mood they're in or whatever. That's how she learned. She didn't have language. And she saw Stephanie upset and pushed it. And then Stephanie was upset with her. And then she looks at herself in the mirror and she just sees a killing machine. But Oracle talks to her and she's like, "No, I don't see that. I see someone who's confident and passionate and cares." And so she re-looks herself those same traits she gave herself in that mind of hers, right? Where she's like, okay, I'm attentive because I'm trying to care for others, not because I'm just looking for the thing to kill. Right. And she reframes all these things about herself. Again, very impactful. It was one little episode.
Yeah, typically those, I mean, I think that was a few parts maybe, because those are like 2 to 3 parts, right?
Yeah.
Which is always nice, especially when it's like back to back. So we'll have something like that, a great emotional beat, back to back with like one of my favorites, and you're not going to be shocked. where the cat and the cow are like besties, running through the house together, loving life, checking in on other people in the house and what's going on. And they're just like, this is weird. And it's just a constant bit of like them like peeking around a wall or like, you know, doing this or doing that. And Alfred, I think, is the one who's like, was that what's happening? And it was great. It was so fun. It reminded me of like cartoons when I was a kid, like kind of like a Looney Tunes or something, you know.
Very cute.
Yeah, loved it.
I just love that Bat Cow was there.
Yeah.
Oh man. And also for those of you who are into like they reference so many things like the all the B-list supervillains. Where Batman's like, it's like they're having like a chore list of like, okay, Condiment King's running around, Kite Man's running around, this person's running around, right? And they're like, no, I'm not gonna take it. Like, I'll give you $20 if you'll take this off of me. And like Nightwing is up with Condiment King is like, please, you don't understand. It took me 3 weeks to get that mustard smell out of my costume. Do not make me deal with this guy.
Yeah, that was great. That was a good one.
The dance recital one, perfect.
Oh yeah.
Tim Drake dealing with not knowing how to talk to the guys going on dates with, has to talk to Kate Kane, which is great because he's like, how do you talk to boys? And she's like, I am not the person for you. Just because I'm queer does not mean I can give you that dating advice. She's like, why don't you just talk to him? It's like he's a mind reader, unless you're not dating a mind reader. He's like, no, just talk to him.
Yeah, that was super cute. That whole saga was cute. The crush saga.
Batman and Catwoman flirting, but then not realizing that they're still connected to comms, so everybody hears them.
And they're all like, ew, no.
And Batman's like, oh my god, they can make so much fun of me. And she's like, that's great. I love that. Perfect for you. That's the kind of content we want.
Truly, I don't know if there's a plan to like have these end at a certain point, but they could go on forever. Truly forever. And I know, so the first season is contained within the 2 trades. And they've started season 2 on Webtoon. So I don't know if there was a plan for like X amount of seasons, but I love how they're doing that too, because you did get a nice ending at the end.
Yeah.
Included, and you know.
I think that fits well because a lot of Webtoons do a very similar thing. They have seasons. Which just makes sense if you're going to call them episodes. And DC's done a couple other ones. They did Zatanna, which I haven't finished yet. I liked it just fine. It doesn't hit like this does. This is very special. But I'm not expecting everything to be like this. Because Zatanna's stuck in the past and she's got to find Jack the Ripper. And then Vixen has one. And I know Archie Comics has delved in it as well because they have their own one about Ethel that's actually really good.
Oh, cool.
There's a 3rd grade already commissioned for early next year. Nice.
Do you mean season?
You mean season? Trade.
Oh,
I think it's like her grade, like readers. So
I know. I was like, that's a weird thing to call a season, but okay, Jessica.
And I did see that they were gonna have the show and didn't, because the guy who got cast originally to play Dick Grayson was perfect. He was a super fan of Dick Grayson. He could do all the stunts. He was a Power Ranger. He was a blue Power Ranger, I think. Really cool guy. But unfortunately, it fell through. And I just think that's just the poor decisions by upper levels. Yeah. Because like people at CW and elsewhere, they don't know what really is. Yeah, I think it'd be better as a cartoon. And I think a lot of like people at the top probably think that you would have to spend a lot of time introducing all these characters. You really don't have to. To me, I've always said you could have a Robin movie and go do the like Charlie's Angel thing they did with the movie, where they give a very brief introduction where it's like fun and like an action sequence, right?
Well, that's exactly what they did in the webtoon, right?
Yeah.
It's like you know me, I didn't know a lot of these people. I mean, I vaguely have heard names, but I don't know their situation. They just had a quick little, here's so-and-so, blah, 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 like spicy food or whatever. And then you keep going. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
You just do it like the next bus.
Yeah.
They come off the bus and they're like, I'm ready to date. And it's like, like 2 normal facts and 1 weird one.
That's all we need.
Where's my superhero next crossover? Any people in the chat watch?
We would watch that.
Was that on MTV or VH1? I don't know where that was, but it was funny.
Or The Circle. How great would that be?
I'd be dead.
Because they'd all be like pretending they're other superheroes. It's like, no way that's Captain America. He wouldn't be caught dead here. And then it is, because he's like, I would never be a catfish. You know?
I would never lie.
I would never lie. This is America.
You wouldn't know how to use emojis, right? It'd be perfect.
Right.
Like spicy food. When is the Superman versus Messi crossover? Uncle Clark takes everyone to Japan. That
would be so
die.
Good. Yeah.
I would be so happy. More of that. Where's my webtoon of that? But it's just more Superman versus Messi, really. Do it Into the Spider-Verse where all the Robins have okay, let's start from the beginning moment. Yeah, see, that's why I think a lot of people overcomplicate it and they think that we can't do these because you're going to have to teach the audience. Your audience is smart. They're going to figure it out. You didn't need to overly explain everybody's thing from Guardians.
Nope.
You were just like, hey, here's the gist. And everybody's like, okay.
Got it.
We're on board.
This raccoon's talking. I got it.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna just don't I get it. We love Batman movies, sure. Stop it. I love Batman too. I can't do another Batman movie. Stop doing it. Give me these people. Give me the family.
Yeah.
Stop doing this. So I don't need to. I'm Batman. I'm brooding my life. Shut up. If you're gonna do that, I better see Bruce Wayne at a damn birthday party. End of story. I better see him renting out a ballet, like a whole auditorium, because he didn't get to see his daughter's damn ballet recital.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I want it. I need it.
Deadpool will be catfishing as Captain America convinces everyone the real Cap is the catfish. Absolutely, that's good.
That's so good. And then people be like, hold on, why are your messages coming through Captain America as yellow?
Oh, yeah, because you'd have one of those.
Huh?
Man. That's what we need to do. We have an episode of like if superheroes were in reality TV shows. We just go by one of our favorite reality TV shows.
Where like every issue is like a different one.
Yeah. You
just need like 24 pages, no big deal.
You do Great British Bake Off. Which would be perfect because you get a lot of people that like are surprisingly very good.
Yeah.
Like that's where you have like your weird like rogue gallery people that are just like really good things, like Captain Cold's really good making ice cream or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that kind of like weird.
Yeah, 100% Wolverine's great at baking pies.
Oh, of course. And like because of his claws, he can cut off the crust so
lattices. Well. Yes.
Absolutely. No question.
Why aren't they calling us for ideas?
I know.
It's messed up.
We could do all of these.
Yeah. And read them all.
Put them all on Survivor show, but they turn off their powers. So they can't use them.
Yes. 1,000%. And when they have to do the puzzles, they're like mad the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wade would also be interacting with Michelle's narration.
Yes. That'd be so good.
I really want a Detective Gordon movie. I'm surprised I haven't done that. Of course, I think, were they talking about maybe doing some sort of like Gotham show, but it was more the detective side? Which would have been cool, I guess. It's hard to tell what I want or don't want anymore because I'm so fatigued by it.
I would love a Gotham Central, though. That would be very cool. Nice. Just like a procedural. Okay. Give it to me. Perfect. All right. Well, that's it. Go read it. It's great. Go read it.
There is the Thanksgiving episode in here, so it is very much on point. Totally planned.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah. I do have a question for the chat for people, I guess, of the Americans here. Do you have a Thanksgiving dish you make? Because I'm just curious. I make sweet potato casserole without marshmallows, of course.
Maddie's just here to brag about what she makes.
Yeah, I'm going to judge you for putting marshmallows in it. I hear a kitty cat. Is she upset?
I was like, how can you hear? I can't even hear it.
Oh,
Yeah, Buffy's yelling about things.
open the fucking door. I also want to say don't watch that new Christmas movie with Brandy in it on Netflix. It's not good. And you're gonna be excited because Brandy's there. Don't do it.
Okay.
But also watch it so you can talk to us about how wild it is.
Okay,
It's so
interesting.
wild. We have a pottery and dressmaking show exactly like Great British Bake Off over here. It's called the Great British Sewing Bee.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Sewing Bee. Mary, listen, I love marshmallows too, but they don't belong in my sweet potato casserole. That's not a memo. That's not Memo's recipe. Okay.
I haven't had either one. I gotta tell you.
You gotta have mine. It's so good. I'll make it again. Gladly.
Let's go.
I have to every year. I do have to decipher my Memo's recipe and be like 3C yams. Okay, I know that means cans, but what size of cans, Memo? I don't know. So every year I just have to wing it. And it still tastes good.
Okay.
But you would think that I would make some sort of note at any point.
Never.
No.
Why would you?
Oh, yeah, I know. I make a pecan topping, of course. Pecans, brown sugar, butter, something else.
I love pecans.
Yep. Anyways, I guess I'll let you go so everybody can go watch their stuff and prep for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade tomorrow. There's going to be a Luffy balloon in there.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, for the first year I ever got Luffy, so that's going to be really exciting. I love the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
It's fun. It's definitely
I love it. Who's going to perform? Who knows? It's going to be a surprise.
Love it. And also, of course, spend this week buying yourself books on InStockTrades.com. They have the best deals of the season, of course. Check it out. Go get some stuff. Get the Wayne Family Adventures. It's on sale right now.
Yep. And we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Happy Thanksgiving.